Remember in our last video, I said that we're going to go in and out, 30 minutes of natural delivery, and we're out. So that's what I went in to have, natural delivery, contractions. So when he told me that, okay, you're gonna have to do a C-section, that devastated me, and I started to cry.
Things are not going as planned.
Although some things seem absurd, try it. Be open to the whole childbirth classes, the breathing, the deep sensation, the deep breathing. It helps you to calm down. It helps you to, because I had terrible anxiety during pregnancy, and this therapy helped me so much.
Welcome back, and I have with me once again, as promised, Tizinia and St. Luke. Welcome, Tizinia, St. Luke.
Hi.
And we also have a little one who's here smiling away. He's so cute, so adorable. Congratulations on being new parents, your first child.
Thank you.
How is parenthood? Sorry, how is parenthood?
It's going well. It's interesting seeing him grow, but it's going well.
Nice, excellent. St. Luke, how is it for you?
Well, honestly, I'm actually loving it. So I'm watching him grow, watching him bond. I really like it. The only part that I would love to skip is the sleepless nights. But other than that, I really love it.
Okay, nice. These are some of the challenges that we face, but I'm sure that the happy moments and the growth will definitely outshine the sleepless nights. And he's healthy and he's cute, so you don't have anything to worry about. You'll get lots of gifts. So tell us, what was the first sign that labor was happening?
So I got up in the morning to, do my daily bathroom break, and I saw my mucus plug, and then I kind of panicked. All your teaching went out the window. I went back to the bedroom to wake up St. Luke, and I was like, I think I have my show. And he's like, you sure? I said yes, and then I took a picture of it and sent it to my mom. Actually, I called her and said, Mommy, I think I have my mucus plug. And she's like, don't panic, it's okay, just go back, and you having any pains, just go back and rest. But I couldn't rest. I sat on the bed watching St. Luke. Like, what should we do? So that was my next step, where I was just there sitting on the bed.
Okay. So you get all
waiting for the contractions, by the way.
Oh, waiting for them.
Yes.
So you get all your tacklings and you go to the hospital?
At 2 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock in the morning. And baby is coming, time doesn't matter.
Yeah, the Bible said, what did the Bible say? You don't know when you're going to come into the world, and you don't know when you're going to leave the world. So.
That's right. That's right. So you were in the hospital, you get to the hospital and you kind of settle down. How did labor go, contractions and what's not?
When I got to the hospital, they had to do their whole tracing. So the nurse did her tracing was you see how the baby is doing inside, like the heartbeat, etc. So the nurse did her tracing and she sent it to the doctor. And the doctor was like, he needs to come in. But the nurse didn't tell me if there was a problem. She just said the doctor is coming. Normally the doctor would wait until we start having contractions or whatever. I never had a contraction.
Okay.
So the doctor came in. He came in about 3 o'clock. He came in immediately. He did not wait until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. He came in immediately. And then he stated that there's a problem. He doesn't know. He looked at the readings and said that there was an issue.
The tracing that he was doing showed that the baby heart rate was dropping significantly. Okay. So he decided he needed to do an emergency C-section.
Okay.
That's where the fear started kicking in.
All right. So the fear started kicking in. How did you use any of our techniques at that point?
So St. Luke actually started to use it. So he saw when the doctor told me that he's going to have to do a C-section. Remember in our last video, I said that we're going to go in and out, 30 minutes of natural delivery, and we're out. So that's what I went in to have: natural delivery, contractions, hardcore labor. So when he told me that, okay, you're gonna have to do a C-section, that devastated me, and I started to cry. And St. Luke's was like, just calm down.
Things are not going as planned.
We know it's not going as planned. Just calm down. If it's not what you want to do, that's fine. But think about it. We could risk not having a child today, or we could have a child in the next couple of hours.
And one of the things I always share with my mums is complications can happen. And we discussed that. Obviously, you want to stay as calm as possible during complications, or if complications occur. But it's always important to realize it is not a foolproof technique or process. We're still dealing with, natural human faculties, and we just go with the flow, basically.
Right. So after all of that, everybody kept coming talking to me. So it was like a different set of people. This nurse came in to check my pressure. A next nurse came in to insert other things. Needles. I fear needles. So there were a lot of needles that we had to deal with. And the anesthetist, what do you call those?
Anesthesiologist.
Right. She came in to speak to me, and there were different options. You could get the injection in your back, in your spine. You could go completely asleep. I wanted to go to sleep because I did not want that injection. But then when we thought about it, I would like to see my baby. When I spoke to her and St. Luke, we decided that we were going to go with the injection in my spine, that I could be numb from the waist down, and I could actually be up and awake to see my baby.
St. Luke, what was going through your mind as all this was happening?
Honestly, from the moment that the doctor said that the baby heart rate is dropping, and he also seems small in the stomach, and that we need to do a C-section, I got afraid, to be honest. I'm first-time parent, first-time dad. Even the fact of bringing a child into this world was kind of had me on edge. How much I supposed to know that, okay, the baby is at risk in the stomach, heart rate is dropping, etc., etc. But I decided just to keep strong, because I could see that she needed the moral support. She needed the support more than I did. And I decided to keep strong for us both. I told her, just remember, I told her at one point, remember what you went through the classes, and even though it's not, you're not going to push a baby, but right now you're afraid, you're panicking, just relax a little bit, breathe in and out, and just relax. And everyone came to talk to us and give us different options. And one thing I was happy about is that all the decisions that we made during this birth process was made collectively. It's not she saying, okay, I want to do this, and I say, I want to do that. We spoke about it. Her mother was in the room, and we did tell her mother, hey, give us a second. Let's talk. We're going to talk a little bit and talk about everything. We made a decision to do this section, to get the injection in the back, etc., etc.
There was a moment when you got the injection. How did that go? Because you did activate the psychoanalgesia at that point. How did that go for you?
Okay, so as they take me down into this room, the theater, the fear started, the anxiety started, thinking about that needle going into my back. Remember, we hear a lot of stories about it, and the pain. So I got on the table, and the nurses I had to sit them up, bend my neck, and they said they were going to dig my back and tell me how it's going to feel. Like she's trying to find where she's going to put the injection. So while there, I could just remember you saying, breathe, go to your happy place, and deep breaths, calmer breaths. I closed my eyes. So there were a few nurses there, and they were talking to me and saying, you're doing great. And then the lady who was doing the injection in my back, she said to me, she kept talking to me, and I kept saying, I'm okay. But then, for me, remember we said we want to do this with distractions. I went back to just nobody speak to me, a quiet room.
Mm-hmm.
So they kept asking me, are you okay? How are you doing? And I kept just not talking, breathing, getting into my state, that happy place that I kept talking about. And at one point, the nurse, she was asking me a question, and I said, I don't want to speak. I do not want to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So then she turned back, and the anesthesiologist says, what did she say? So the nurse turned back, she doesn't want to talk. And that was me trying to get into my state and letting them know, like, I just need quietness. I just need you guys to just let me get into, but I didn't tell them that I was going into my state. I just went into it.
You know, we've been talking about this state. Tell us a little bit more about what this state is like. What is the state that you experience?
In order for you to have that state, you must find your happy place. So I normally feel more relaxed, floating, lighter. Like when I'm finished the sessions, my tummy could be like heavy, and I just feel light. My tummy is not as heavy like it was before I came into your class. So it's just basically feeling like I'm on a high and I'm floating. The needle went into my back. I didn't even feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Then the doctor, she was like, you're done. And I said, that's it? And she said, yes, you're done. You did so well. Everybody was saying I did well. And then I started not feeling my legs, just ants bites and little ants crawling.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't feel anything. At one point in time, I felt like I couldn't breathe. And I was like, I can't breathe. So they had to take the oxygen out and replace it with something else. And I kind of like just breathe again, went back into it and just breathed the whole time. I was like, everything go down there. And they kept talking to me. And for me, the whole pain persons were talking about with the whole C-section, the injection in my spine, I basically didn't feel those pains. I only felt like tugging and pulling, and which they said that I would feel that with the anesthesia, but in terms of the injection, in terms of after when it wears off, the pain wasn't there.
That's nice. That's nice. And so that's what this is about. Of course, if for some reason we can't have a normal birth, a natural birth, we want to be as relaxed as possible, and we want to be able to control what we can. So that's all part of our easy breezy childbirth process. St. Luke, any final comments about advice or encouragement for parents?
Yeah, to be honest, we have a lot of mothers coming into these sessions and being part of the child's life, etc., etc. I just want to advise fathers, be part of it. Mm-hmm. I do have some friends who have children and they have never been part of such sessions, etc., etc. So I want to be part of it because at the end of the day, it is beneficial not only to the mother but to the child and you, the bonding that you can make with the child. Sometimes I tried when he's forced and stuff, try to do that whole go to sleep thing with him, have to relax and stuff, and to take out my shirt, do some skin to skin and so on and so forth. The experience was a great one. I would advise every parent to go through it. Every parent to go through it at least once, try it out, and then it will benefit if you want to have other children.
Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. So I want to thank you once again. I know that, as you said, birth didn't go as planned, but I want to thank you for having the confidence in me and in this process to give it a try. And any final comments from you, Tizinia?
Yes. This is my first and my last child, guys. But as new parents, although something seems absurd, try it. Be open to the whole childbirth classes, the breathing, the deep sensation, the deep breathing. Be open to it, because it would benefit each of you. It would benefit you. Trust me. Just be open. Be open-minded. Don't be closed-minded. Be open-minded. And it would help you in your C-section. It would help you in your delivery. It would help you with everything. I try it on him. Krisnan thinks that it doesn't work. He just be sleepy. But I try it on my child, and I think that because he was in me and we went through this, he's going through it too. And I put him to sleep a few times, Krisnan. So be open. It helps you to calm down. It helps you to, because I had terrible anxiety during pregnancy, and this therapy helped me so much. So just be open-minded.
All right, so thanks for joining us once again, and I'll see you again for another episode with another mother on Easy Breezy Childbirth with me, Krisnan Hurdle.